Now, that's another thing. You have to be a good student and keep your grades up. Do you know why?
Yeah, because then they won't let you act.
That's right. Not only do you want to be smart for your whole life, because you never know if you're going to end up being an actor later on, right? You have to have something to fall back on. You have to be smart. When you go on auditions and stuff, you have to know about things. You can't just know about acting. You have to be a well-rounded child, right? But the thing is that you have to keep your grades up to get your work permit. That's important too. Okay, and work permits are very important. You have to make sure your dad keeps them updated all the time, okay?
Okay.
You know how they expire? You know when they expire?
No.
You don't have to know. The parent should know that. It's every 6 months, okay? So you have to make sure that, because then the report card comes out. If you don't have the right grades, you can't work. Ugh, horrible, right? Be embarrassed. So you have to keep your grades up, not only to be smart, so you don't have to depend on any guys later on, right? Do you have a boyfriend?
No.
No. Are you allowed to?
No.
Okay, now tell me. Do you have a boyfriend?
No.
Okay. Now, do you meet a lot of kids when you go on acting calls, auditions, and jobs?
Yes.
You do? Mm-hmm. What's the most fun you've had on an audition?
I don't really know.
Okay, the most fun place you've ever been maybe for a job or an audition. Because when I used to take my daughter around for auditions and stuff, we used to go to a really fabulous place like Disneyland. I mean, we'd have a shoot at Disneyland, you know. Have you ever done anything like that?
I wish.
You wish. Okay, well, keep wishing, because you're going to get to go to all different places. That's a nice thing about acting, too, for kids. You know, instead of coming home and going on the computer and doing your homework, after school, you get to get in the car and start driving around town, getting in traffic, you know, and seeing all the different kinds of places in town that you would never dream of going to, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of fun. Okay, let's talk about some other things. Something very important, having skills. Speaking of not just, you know, sitting home after school and doing homework, you should be taking classes and having special skills. When I look at a child's resume, if I'm interviewing them to be, you know, one of my clients, I look at their special skills to see that they're not sitting home on their butts, okay? To make sure that they're well-rounded, like I mentioned. What are you good at? Comedy, improv. What else? Modeling. Singing. And, oh, look at this. This impresses me. What does that say?
Ballet. Hip-hop.
Ballet and hip-hop. So you take classes. So if you take improv on Sunday, when do you take your ballet and hip-hop classes?
I don't do hip-hop anymore, but I take...
You have to. Do you watch all the TV shows so you think you can dance and stuff?
Yes.
Why don't you take hip-hop anymore?
Because they don't really have hip-hop classes where I do ballet anymore.
Oh, well, you have to start campaigning for it and ask the teachers to show up, okay? Don't you enjoy hip-hop?
Kind of. I like ballet more now.
Really?
Yes.
That's a lot of discipline. Do you do toe?
Yeah, I'm on point shoes now.
Oh, my gosh. You have to, like, wrap your feet and do all that kind of stuff?
Yes.
You are a very disciplined young lady. I'm really impressed with you. Okay, what else? You're a cheerleader for your school? Or just at home, like rah-rah?
Well, it used to be at this rec center. I used to cheerleading at this rec center, and once our team won first place.
So when you say cheerleading, it's not like going for the football team. This is when you do flips and stuff, and you're the flyer. Are you the flyer?
Well, I'm like, there's like young... Not really.
You're not okay, so you like actually hold the girl and flip her? Yeah, okay. Because my little niece in Chicago was a flyer because she's so little. The little ones, they flip, right? It's scary. It's very scary, isn't it?
I'm usually the one behind holding them.
So it's a big responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you go out and you go in competitions?
Yeah.
Wow. So is it your dad that drives you around?
Yeah,
mostly?
Sometimes my mom when she's off work.
Okay, but mostly your dad then? So he has to really go to the cheerleading, take all your classes. That's a good dad. I hope you treat him nicely.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. Okay, what else you got here? You play the violin. See, that's one of the things I was going to say, too. It's always good to take classes, but also to take classes in learning an instrument, whether it be the violin or the piano. That really is always, they're always checking for kids that can play instruments, especially now, because everything's like very musical, like Glee and everything, you know. So how long have you been playing the violin?
I play the violin at school, so I started in 4th grade.
Wow. So you're good. Are you first violin?
I think I'm second.
Second chair? Second chair? Who's in first chair?
What do you mean first chair?
There's like the person like right in the front that's the first violinist, then there's a second chair, and then...
Oh, we can pick whatever seat we want.
Oh, honey, then you pick the first. That'd be crazy. Always pick the first, right in the front, okay? And especially if they're taping. Got that?
Yes.
Okay, now you know something.